as they come up on 1st and 10. A first run now for Kyren Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
This 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Rams nothing.
The The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. On the counter, here's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this 90 defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Niners at 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Cowboy 80.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early.
Michael Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Second and long. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Ready, set.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready, ready.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Puka Nacua from 3 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. The first carry here for Jordan James. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan James, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
Around 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this one too low.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hit. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
But they'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Ethan Evans in formation for the Rams.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half.
Rams 7.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. Got to keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 75 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 31, Rams 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. The slant connects with Davante Adams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy looking to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ayuk with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Rams 7.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Gotta be lying.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And we gain a 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
James.
to the 27-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Purdy now to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
49er first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Touchdown! George Kittle taking it in.
And the Niners continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA.
Puka Nacua
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Now Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Purdy off the play fake. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him they're going to turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. And now they tend to leave him in.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
James will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
Back to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
On the go.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Isaac Durando. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking